Hello everyone. Today we'll explore how the United States Constitution creates a framework for government while limiting its power through principles like checks and balances, federalism, and popular sovereignty. We'll also discuss the role of the Federalist and Anti-Federalist debates in shaping the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Let's get started. Now that we've covered the basics of checks and balances, let's delve deeper into the 7 guiding principles that form the backbone of the U.S. Constitution. These principles ensure a balance of power and protect individual rights, creating a robust system of governance. First, we have popular sovereignty, which means that power ultimately rests with the people. This principle is the cornerstone of democracy, ensuring that government decisions reflect the will of the citizens. Next, limited government restricts the powers of government to those granted by the Constitution, preventing any form of tyranny. Separation of powers divides authority among the legislative, executive, and judicial branches, creating a system where different branches can focus on their unique functions. Checks and balances further ensure that no single branch becomes too powerful by allowing each branch to limit the powers of the others. Federalism divides power between national and state governments, allowing for a more flexible and responsive governance structure. Republicanism emphasizes that citizens elect representatives to govern on their behalf, ensuring that the government remains accountable to the people. Lastly, individual rights protect fundamental freedoms such as speech, religion, and due process, safeguarding personal liberties against government infringement. These principles collectively create a balanced and fair system. But which of these principles do you think is the most important and why? Let us know in the comments below. Federalism divides power between the national and state governments. Some powers are exclusive to one level, while others are shared. Let's break it down. National powers include responsibilities like declaring war and printing money. These are tasks that require a unified approach across the entire nation. State powers, on the other hand, cover areas such as managing education and conducting elections. These tasks benefit from being tailored to the specific needs and conditions of each state. Then we have concurrent powers, which are shared by both levels of government. Examples include taxation and building infrastructure. Both federal and state governments work together to ensure these essential services are provided efficiently. To see how well you understand which level of government handles specific tasks, visit the Who Does It game. Test your knowledge and see if you can correctly identify the responsibilities of each level of government. Understanding federalism is crucial for grasping how our government operates and how different powers are allocated. So give the game a try and let us know how you did in the comments below. The Constitution faced significant criticism during its ratification process. On one side stood the Federalists, including figures like Alexander Hamilton and James Madison, who argued passionately for a strong national government. They believed that a robust, centralized authority was essential for the young nation's stability and growth. On the other side were the Anti-Federalists, led by voices such as Patrick Henry, who were deeply concerned about individual freedoms. They demanded the inclusion of a Bill of Rights to protect citizens from potential government overreach. To understand their perspectives, let's explore some key writings of the time. The Federalist Papers, authored by Hamilton, Madison, and John Jay, were a series of essays supporting ratification. They laid out arguments for a strong federal government and explained how the new Constitution would function. In contrast, the Anti-Federalist Papers were a collection of writings that opposed the Constitution as it was, without a Bill of Rights. These essays highlighted fears that the new government might become too powerful and infringe on individual liberties. So why do you think the Bill of Rights was a necessary addition to the Constitution? Reflect on the arguments from both sides and share your thoughts in the comments below. This crucial debate shaped the foundation of the United States and continues to influence the nation's principles today. The first 10 amendments to the Constitution, known as the Bill of Rights, were crucial in addressing the concerns of the Anti-Federalists and securing the ratification of the Constitution. These amendments guarantee essential freedoms and rights, solidifying support for the new government framework. For example, the First Amendment protects freedoms of speech, religion, and the press, ensuring that individuals can express their thoughts and beliefs without fear of government retaliation. The Fourth Amendment guards against unreasonable searches and seizures, providing a critical check on government power and protecting personal privacy. These amendments were a response to the fierce debates between Federalists and Anti-Federalists, striking a balance between a strong national government and the protection of individual liberties. They have since become a cornerstone of American democracy, shaping the nation's identity and legal landscape. Activity prompt. Which amendment do you think is the most impactful today and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As we've discussed the importance of safeguarding liberties through the Bill of Rights, it's crucial to understand how these liberties have been interpreted and protected over time. Landmark Supreme Court cases have played a pivotal role in defining and expanding these rights, ensuring that the Constitution remains a living document, adaptable to the ever-changing landscape of American society. One such case is Brown v. Board of Education, 1954, where the Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional, overturning the separate but equal doctrine established by Plessy v. Ferguson. This landmark decision was a significant step forward in the fight for civil rights and equality. Another critical case is Miranda v. Arizona, 1966, which established the Miranda rights, ensuring that individuals are informed of their rights upon arrest, including the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. This case strengthened the protections against self-incrimination and guaranteed fair treatment under the law. More recently, Obergefell v. Hodges, 2015, legalized same-sex marriage across the United States, affirming the right to marry as a fundamental liberty protected by the Constitution. This decision was a milestone in the ongoing struggle for LGBTQ+ rights and equality. These landmark cases demonstrate how the Supreme Court interprets the Constitution to address contemporary issues, ensuring that the principles of liberty and justice are upheld. They highlight the dynamic nature of the Constitution and its ability to protect individual rights in an evolving society. Activity prompt. Which Supreme Court case do you think has had the most significant impact on American society, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The government is divided into three branches to prevent tyranny. The legislative branch makes laws ensuring that the voices of the people are represented through elected officials. The executive branch enforces these laws with the president at the helm, ensuring that the laws passed are implemented effectively. Lastly, the judicial branch interprets the laws, with the Supreme Court and other federal courts ensuring that laws adhere to the Constitution. But how do these branches keep each other in check? Let's look at some examples of checks and balances in action. The president can veto legislation passed by Congress, preventing it from becoming law. However, Congress can override this veto with a 2/3 vote, ensuring that no single branch has absolute power. Additionally, the Supreme Court holds the authority to declare laws unconstitutional, providing a judicial check on the legislative and executive branches. Now, let's think critically. How do these checks and balances ensure a freer, more accountable government? Share your thoughts in the comments below.